Hello, in this video I want to show you the new wheels designer. From the functionality is quite similar to the high score cards. The templating mechanism is the same, so you see here the table overview on the left and can switch between different tables, and in the preview you see how a wheel icon, if you would generate it, would look like. Again, for the templating mechanism, the concept is the same one as for the hardware card. So you have just some general settings you can configure via templates. And if you switch to custom mode, you will create a singleton instance for this table. We can override some settings predefined by the templates. You can also check out the high score cards video if you want more details about that. Here I want to focus on the actual settings, what you can design and what not. So let's start with the table I've selected here, Atlantis. As you can see, I've hidden most of the view options here on the right. And the basic setting is the background, which is mostly taken from the back glass, and the frame, which defines the wheel. So let's take a look on the frame settings first. For the wheel designer, you can choose between two different designs. The well-known visual wheel, I hope I pronounced it correctly. And as an alternative, you have also the black wheel, so you can decide on your own what kind of wheel images you prefer. I stick to the visual wheel icon, and as for the background, you can go here. You see the default background can be previewed, but you can also upload custom images. So this one is usually extracted from the back glass and available for all tables that have a back glass. If not, some other pictures will be used. Some other picture will be used. For example, the studio will also try to extract images from the pub pack to have some kind of background here. So having these two elements, you already have a wheel icon, but it looks of course a little bit plain. So let's take a look on what other options we have here. First of all, of course, the title and table name settings. So similar to the high score cards, you can enable title settings. High score doesn't make sense here, but you can define a general title, my wheels, for example, and with the canvas option, you can position the text as you like. The title setting maybe isn't that useful here, only if you want to have some standard. More interesting is of course the table name, because as you can see, the complete table name isn't readable. So again, we have a canvas here with a name, and we can position it, and then you would have the table name on it, including some additional metadata information, such as the table year, also the manufacturer, but I skip that because maybe it will become too long for some tables, and yeah, we stick with the name. If the readability here is not as readability here could be better, we also have the canvas setting here, and this works similar for high score cards. So it's semi-transparent background, or in general background you can configure with transparency. For example, I put this behind the text, and this would then improve the readability. Of course, you can configure the canvas with the border radius and background color and stuff like that as you like. A little bit too intense for my taste, so yeah, you can also configure the other channel and configure the table this way. As for the background setting, you have some options to actually position the image. First of all, you have the background zoom. We can zoom in and zoom out for the picture of the background, and with the positioning you can move left and right. and also adjust the height depending on zoom level. For example, if we zoom in here a bit, go back, and yeah, for example, can use some fragments from the back glass to define your own wheel here. I think you get the idea. Finally, and this is something complete new that we also added for high score cards, are the manufacturer logo settings. Here, for example, Bally, and this can be quite nice to have the manufacturer on top of the cards or somewhere else if you like to. And also a second option here, similar to the manufacturer logo, are the table logos. For example, we have this new logo screen introduced in the Media Manager here on the bottom, where you can download assets for the table name. I think this is mostly used for pinball Y and X, and let's just download this one. And the screen itself isn't actually physically displayed on your cap, it's just for downloading the assets and managing them here. And if you then edit, a little bit small, hold on. So we can also use these instead of the table name. So let's just hide the table name and the canvas and use the table name logo as footer for the wheel icon. And yeah, we're done, have our wheel icons. We can finally press the generate wheel button. And if we take a look on our wheel screen, you see the generated image. That's a brief introduction about the wheel designer. Let us know what you think. You can also paste some sample images or wheels into the Discord channel. And if you have any suggestions to improve that or similar ideas, feel free to drop a comment here on the video or on our Discord. So thanks for watching and goodbye.